Seems that not too long ago, we were free to come and go, and you're here tonight, and I'm feeling alright. Feeling alright. And I need to, and I want to, and I've always known I've got to stay. Won't you stay, stay, won't you Seems that not too long ago, we were free to come and go.
Isn't it lovely? That actually took me a lot longer than I originally thought it would. But it's a good sign. I really like it. And you can see it all the way from the castle with the render distance turned up. I really like that the view distance on this new computer is so good. Like, I don't have to worry about it. I'm playing with it on max, which I don't know what it is for the actual server, but it's still cool. Anyway, welcome you guys. Happy to have y'all with me. Zueljin here, and we are back on the Hermitcraft Amplified server today. I apologize that it's been a few days since I have an episode up. I'll tell you the truth, it's a little bit my fault. The Witcher came out and I kind of went crazy over it. I'm having a lot of fun with The Witcher 3, and I'm also having a little bit of complications with or getting used to some growing pains to my new computer. I'm gonna go to get some TNT today. There's a lot of TNT that I need to get. I was going to get some wool. Exuma Exuma left me a nice gift of an invitation here, which I already took down because it was a portion of the video that I recorded and I scrapped a little bit later, and I'll show you that. I have been doing a little bit too much of that lately, and it's mainly because of different problems, but let me go ahead and read the book to you and I'll explain that on the way to the witch form. Do you need wool? Of course you do, and you'll be pleased to know that my rainbow puke magic sheep form is complete. 896 sheep weight shearing in an AFKable overpowered form capable of delivering your wool. Please turn over. Visit the Nether Hub and head to the ceiling Nether tunnels there, and signs directing you to the form. No need to bring shears, everything is supplied at the farm Asuma. So he is right. There is enough wool over there to get you going. But yesterday I took a visit there and I almost got stuck. The lag was so bad. Like, I'm not sure if it was an entity thing or a frame thing, but the server was definitely having issues. In fact, XB and I came over to do some streaming on Hermitcraft Vanilla, and we were getting, like, the lag was atrocious. Like, there was nothing that we can do. So I don't know what was going on with the server yesterday, but we ended up doing some Hypixel, and that was still a lot of fun. Let's head on into the Nether here, and I need to go to the witch farm and grab some stuff for TNT. So the original plan was to get a bunch of wool and probably work on a little bit of the rooms lately, but I'm gonna wait until some of those issues get ironed out because I do not want to get stuck, and I really want to get an episode out for you guys. I'm gonna concentrate a little bit less on getting episodes engineered and more on the things that I need to do, because some of the projects that I have coming up are really, really big. The first thing I want to do is I want to show y'all this farm. Now, I'm not going to try to get any wool or any of that stuff, but I do want to show you because Asuma's design is really, really awesome looking. Let me see if I can get down here in a timely fashion. Uh-oh. Yeah, you could say that, timely fashion. By trying to go too fast, I actually slowed myself down. But yeah, the form, it looks awesome. In fact, what I probably should do is, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I was thinking about getting my camera account to show you. And most of you probably saw it already in Asuma's video, but I don't want to, I really want to show it because it's this way. And it's actually quite a bit down here, but it's okay. So while I'm on my way here, I'll kind of tell y'all what's going on with my software. So I got the new computer, right? Started messing around, loading up all my software, and the Vegas products have notoriously always had issues with certain types of video formats. So I've always recorded with either Fraps. Well, I started with Fraps and then I switched to Dxtory, and they were both heck on your frame rate. I mean, they really, really, really destroy your frame rate when you're recording. And I got this new computer and I was like, I don't want any problems with any frame rates. I want to be able to record in 60 frames per second, just like you see it now, and it would be good, right? So I had these issues and I decided to switch software. So I switched to OBS. Now OBS is a wonderful streaming software and it's a great recording software too, but Dxtory kind of spoiled me to having multiple audio tracks. And what I mean for those of you that don't know about recording and stuff is when you have multiple audio tracks, you have basically everything that you hear and everything that you say in two different tracks. So your microphone is one track and your audio from anything else is another. So the voices that you hear on Skype or TeamSpeak, your game sounds, all that stuff is filtered into the second track. Meaning if you're screaming or you're too low, based on your the rest of the footage, you can lower or raise your own volume, and vice versa with the in-game sounds and the like. If those gas sounds are aggravating me right now, when I have multiple audio tracks, I could just turn them down. Not in-game, because I don't know, they might not sound too loud right now, but they might actually be too loud when I end up going into my footage. So it's that kind of thing. But OBS doesn't possess the ability to do that. It only has regular old one-track audio, which like had Fraps had. So, but it doesn't take a hit on your frame. So it's good and it's bad. Anyway, there was no problem with using OBS for that. We're in the sheep farm now. This is it. Let me go down here. And this is his rainbow puke sheep farm. He's got some drips coming off of the mouths of the sheep and stuff, and he's got all of these sheep, and from what I can tell, you guys can probably look around and see. You see how the sheep are like skipping? Pup, 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 pup. That's the lag that I'm experiencing. So I'm going to get out of here before it builds up too bad. It shouldn't be bad once I get out of here. It should be fine. And as you can see, it's taking me a little while to transition here, but maybe I'll have to catch up a little bit. As soon as the chunks unload, it should be fine. All right, we're out. It took me about 30 seconds. Yesterday when we were in town, XB and I was trying to like figure out the lag. I was in stream, right? And I would throw it in the Pro and I would count to 30, like 1,000, 2,000, all the way to 30, and then I would actually teleport. It was really, really bad. So it took me about 30 seconds to get out of that portal. I was hoping that it wouldn't continue like that, but... And anyway, the stuff I was saying about recording, now I'm using mirrorless action, which was kind of recommended to me by Generic B. XP had used it for a little while, but he had some issues with it. I think Hypno uses it, but I heard Jenny be talking real good things about it the other day in my buddy Drax's stream, and I decided that I would give it a try. And it looked very, very good, but for some reason the MP4s that it creates don't put video in my video editor. It only adds the audio. There is another alternative. You can record in AVI file format, so I do that, and that's good, but I can't use transitions. Like the crossover transitions kind of bug out. So long story short, I decided last night after a bunch of frustration that I'm actually going to use mirrorless action for everything besides what do you call I guess you could say time lapses or montages or whatever. So I could do fun cross fading and transitions and stuff like that. Everything else you might see is just going to be the fade transitions, and it might be a little dull every once in a while, but hopefully you guys can understand. Everything else in the video should be tip-top until I either figure out a way of what's going on or find something new. I thought about actually learning Adobe Premiere. XB told me that it was a great software, and I know that there's some great software available out there, you know, better than what I already use, but it's like $22 a month, and I really want to avoid doing that since I've already paid for what I use. So, but anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to the witch farm. I gotta get a bunch of TNT. I'm sorry if it's a really talky episode. I just got a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but okay, so which form is gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be further down here. I think at least. Yeah, it is. I should have remembered from when I came with Tango, but let's see if he's made any improvements around here. I don't think so. Yeah, he and I thought about trying to mess around with the graves and stuff, but we never ended up coming back from that. But at any rate, we'll go into the witch place here, and wait, where's the? Oh, there's the portal. So yeah, I need a ton of TNT. The down, I guess the underground section of the castle is basically what we want to get into, and there's a bunch of stuff that I need to destroy. Some people have said something about dig for hire, which is Asuma's old deal. Is that? No. Oh, I was about to say, please don't do me like that, game. That would have been so bad. Oh man. We're also gonna need a bunch of sand, which I do have quite a bit of sand already. Let's see here. I'm fairly sure that there's an inner chest around here that I can also add to. Maybe there's not. I don't know. I was gonna milk it for all that it's worth, but to the sorting system, yeah, I don't need to go there. I guess I'm just gonna go out the portal, and if there's an inner chest, I'll load up a little bit of gunpowder in it, so I don't need to come back as fast. But yeah, need a lot of TNT to start burrowing out the bottom of that place, because I don't know about Asuma's dig for hire. I don't know if he's actually gonna do that thing again. If he does, I'm definitely gonna be able to use that, because man, I already have some in here. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go then. We'll go grab some sand and stuff and make a bunch of TNT at the house. But the dig for hire thing is definitely something. He and I are gonna do his bedroom sooner or later anyway in my castle. So when he does come around for that, maybe I can show him what I'm looking at and see what kind of fee he would charge me. At any rate, what I want to do today is take out a bunch of that stuff and kind of just experiment with you guys on camera on how that stuff all works. Because TNT is one of those things. I'm kind of lagging again here. TNT is one of those things that really. Wow, yeah, I'm lagging a little bit again in spawn. I don't know what's going on. Yesterday was the entity count thing, and I'm starting to hear skeletons and stuff. Let me try to clear this up, you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, the lag cleared up a little bit, and I'm kind of clearing out some of my inventory here so I can do some TNT production. I don't know how much sand I have right offhand, but I may need to get some of that. Oh no, I'm gonna be fine. I knew I had a lot of sandstone, I just didn't know about sand particularly. So this should do just fine, actually. Let's go to my little crafting bench, and what I think I'm gonna do, the first thing I want to do is clear out enough space for the beacon. I can never remember if it's TNT in the corners. I mean, gunpowder in the corners and sand. No, I think sand is actually in the corners. Or am I wrong about that too? Maybe sand is here. We're about to figure it out. Yeah, okay, so it's 4 sand to 5 gunpowder. I should have figured that due to the fact that it's quite a bit more expensive than sand. Or harder to get, I should say. Not necessarily more expensive. Alright. But yeah, my plan is to go all the way down to bedrock in the very center of the castle and get together an area that I can put the beacon in. Which, by the way, is right in the back, so to speak. I actually might get another beacon or another couple of beacons to be able to do stuff like that too. Let's see, 5. We're gonna need 4 sand altogether. We said for each. So I need 1 more stack of sand, and I'm gonna need 10 stacks of gunpowder in order to do this. So 1. Still a little bit of lag, you guys. Pardon it. There's 8. Okay, and now let's get 10 gunpowders. And that should start me off with a good little supply of TNT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay, so that should give me plenty of TNT, and I guess I'm gonna get a flint and steel together so I can actually start lighting it up and seeing how we're gonna do this thing. Although I could do it with arrows too, with levers too, not arrows. Or, well, actually I could do it with flame arrows. That is, what am I doing here? I got the recipe wrong and I just was doing it, man. Bam. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and this will be the last one. So that'll be almost 4 stacks of TNT. That ought to do me pretty darn good for now. And it's not like we can't go back and get more gunpowder, you know. Okay, so we got plenty of TNT, and this arrow is flame and infinity, so yes, I will be able to shoot this. I do want to collect some of the materials when I'm down there, even though there's going to be a ton of waste. I don't want it to be just complete waste, so I think this should be fine. And let's go ahead and get these shears off. Okay, should be good. I got plenty of ender pearls, I think. Let me just go ahead and finish this stack off, I guess, to 16. There we go. Alright, so down, I guess, the middle of the castle, it's going to be really, really hard to tell where the middle is. So what I'm probably going to do is go closest to what I think the middle is based on where the actual wall is at. And that means I'm going to have to go up top here. Well, I should probably just go up top from the ladder. I've built boat elevators that I don't use and all sorts of stuff, but y'all know how that goes. You build a lot of stuff in Minecraft that isn't really, well, you don't really use it all the time, you know. And I got zombies already. Some of that lighting, I think, was destroyed when I did the whole bush cleanup thing. I got a little hasty. Okay, so the middle of the castle should be right around the middle of the, I guess you could say the oh shoot. I'm losing my words here. The middle of the castle should be right around the middle of the walled area. And we don't have to get perfectly in the middle, but it would help if we did. Let's see. So, contrary to popular belief, this sky bridge is not in the middle. The doorway under it is actually, though. I should just count, probably. Let me count right quick. So, the inner wall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that's the middle. I know TNT is probably not the best marker for it. And let's see, we have 1, 2, no, that's 3 actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Yes, the castle is not square. Okay, so 37, that's 15, that's 19, I think it would be 36. No, what am I doing? 18 is 36, so 17 is going to be 34. 17, 18. So it is on the 19th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, that's it right there. Hey, girl. All right, so we should just be able to dig down right there, and we'll be right in the middle. So this is going to be kind of perilous, but what we're going to do is go, straight down from here. So this is going to be, just down. It's going to be kind of scary. Let's see. This is my silk touch. I don't want to break anything that I can't replace here. Oh, man, this is going to be through the chandelier? For real? Okay, well, at least I know it's going to be from the chandelier. I am not going to... Oh, I'm going to need to dig a hole through that. Ah, I can't believe, man. Yep, I got to. If I want to get the beacon directly in the center, I'm going to have to. Dang it. Oh, well. I got to remember how this is. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, well, it's just... Actually, except for the very top and this section, there's a glass sections right. I'm gonna leave the glass just so I know. The glass is going to be right here and right here. They're just gonna join up right there, and I should know after this. So we'll put one right there, and I don't know if this is gonna hold me. Actually, it's not gonna hold me. And I can't believe I'm breaking my chandelier just to do something like this. I got to though, guys. I got to. Well, I don't have to, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now, well, we don't have any glass right now. I'm just gonna put the glass right here too, because this is gonna have to be. I'm breaking right through my statue too. Oh man, I'm never gonna remember this. Never. Okay, now we're into the basement floor. Oh, did I did do that, huh? Son of a gun. I just messed up. It's okay. I'll go back up there to fix it. This is gonna be one of the redstone blocks in the library. This is gonna be, oh man, I'm destroying everything here. All right, and this is in the middle of the well, that's a really cool looking design there. Maybe I'll have to use that. All right, and this goes down one more time, and this is gonna be the hard fall, I think. Okay, so now we're gonna have to mark this. I guess the best way to mark this would just be to use a block that I know would not get missed, and that's gonna be something like this. Okay, we'll put the torch here too. Yeah, torch here, and now we're gonna dig all the way down. And actually, you know what, we're gonna need some ladders. Before I do this, let's get some ladders. I'm gonna have to, let's put sandstone in here so I remember which one it is. And I'm gonna get some ladders so that I can actually make a hole up top. We're gonna dig a space for a beacon, and we're gonna try to transport that bad boy from the back to here. Alright guys, I've been digging out quite a way here. That is the redstone block that I placed before, just in the area that is the first section of the underground. And I've been digging this hole like 2 down all the way, just due to the fact that I want to be able to put ladders and get up and down here in a safe way. I thought about using TNT just to dig the hole, but I decided that that wouldn't necessarily be, well, necessary. Necessarily necessary. So the crazy thing is though, as long as I've been digging here, check this out, we're still at Y54. The amplified terrain still baffles me every once in a while, like when I start going down to these ridiculous levels and thinking like, man, do I really have that far away to go? As y'all can see, there is a lot of landmass to get down to bedrock. I mean, a lot, probably more than I've ever dug out in any Minecraft vanilla series, like in any survival series actually. Well, outside of modded because of quarries and stuff, but y'all know this is a serious undertaking. Serious. So assume if you're watching this video, buddy, and you're planning on doing any digging whatsoever, I will definitely love to have you. Let's get this blocked up. I just want this to be all straight up down, just to make sure that there's no monsters or anything like that of the sort. And I hope I'm not blocking off anybody's stuff here, but I doubt it. These are probably just old mining tunnels based on the way the torches are laid out. Probably just people from the beginning, all the way at the beginning of the season, just digging around and trying to get resources and stuff around spawn. Okay, I have found bedrock, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good. Okay, so the easiest thing to do from this point would be to, well, we're actually going to have to come down by one more, I think. Is going to be to clear out an area, because the beacon is going to need to be, let's see, can I see where the red block is? Okay, the red block is on this side, so I'm actually going to need to put the ladders this way. And what we'll do is we'll go up top, we'll grab the beacon, and we'll clear out a way to put this beacon. So stay tuned, guys, we'll be right back. Alright, folks, I got the ladders all the way back up, and now it's time to kind of get the area clear for the beacon. So what I think I'm going to do here is dig like 1, 2 right here, and then I'm going to go 1, 2 right here. And then on either of these sides, I think I'm going to do the same thing. And at the bottom, I'm going to place TNT. Right splack in the middle. Okay, so from what I gather, I should be able to blow all of this up and create a sizable hole. I'm hoping, at least. It's been a while since I used TNT. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll switch to our flame bow and we'll light it up. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Go up. Haha, it worked like a charm. Okay, let's put a torch down here and see what we got. Looks like the destruction isn't too bad, and it's not exactly big enough for a beacon, but that said, this is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. We can afford to probably go around the perimeter here, and let's see. Let's make this a little bit more interesting, shall we? We'll do, I guess we should put a little bit of cobble in the way, like that, and we should be able to do something like this as well. Well, of course, that is going to fall. And I think that'll be good too. We'll set up a couple of cobble here, and we'll put the first TNT there, and we'll rinse and repeat. Okay, let me make sure I'm good on this little ladder here. Fire in the hole! Nice! They won't all be that easy, unfortunately. Alright, so the hole is a little bit bigger. That's good. I'm pretty confident that we can probably work with this area a little bit to get started with a beacon, but I think a few more TNT. What I'm going to do, I think, is use the rest of it, and we'll do one more, and then I'll just do some trim work. We also got to figure out where the borders are going to be to as far as we're going to dig out. But the first thing is first, we really have to get this this beacon in place, and the beacon is currently outside, right in the back of the castle, so it shouldn't be that bad. So let's see if we place, we got to make sure it all goes off. That's the big thing, and I think this should be good right here. We'll do another one right here. We'll try to get them to where they all trigger kind of at the same time here. That should, well, we could probably go one further. I think the blast radius is 3. I think something like that at least. So we might need one more right here. Oh, I mean, we really don't even have to worry about wasting it. We could just put a ton of it, can't we? Okay, and we'll probably need to do a few of these guys here. So let's do, how are we gonna do this? Let's do it like this. We'll put a few kind of at the top so that we can get a little bit more height in this thing. And I think this should be fine here. The blast should even go through a little bit of cobblestone, which should be good, and they'll light it. Hopefully they don't just drop them down, and I do get a little bit of height. As I said, TNT is one of those things that don't mess with a whole bunch. But it's time to start today, right? Okay. that gives us a good little heads up here. Let's do one more right above, I guess I should say here. Nope, nope. We'll do that. And we can do one more right there. And I don't know, let's trim this little bit out. And we'll do one more right here. And it looks like I'm kind of breaking off into caves and such. Okay, so what we need is a couple of igniters, I think. Or a few igniters. And then we'll need one more right here, where the torch is. And we should be able to access all of them from there. I'm hoping, at least. I'm hoping that they all blow up. Let's just add one right here for good measure. I think that's a pretty good spread, don't you? Okay. Let's go up one more time. And actually what we'll do, yeah, we'll do the, no. Thank gosh that didn't happen when I was actually about to shoot it, huh? All right, let's do one more. 3, 2, 1. Well, I should have counted down now, huh? Boom! They sounded like they all fired. Let's go check out the carnage. Oh yeah, man, that's a good size hole. Okay, well, it's not quite as fast as I originally thought it would be, but all in all, it's not that bad. Now what I think we'll do is just fill in the bottom here, trim it up, go get that beacon and place it. Alright guys, I got the beacon moved down here, and it's just a matter of placing the iron now, just so that I can have the actual buffs to start the mining process in here. But the thing I'm a little afraid about is TNT flying around and destroying the beacon, but I don't think it will. First of all, iron's pretty strong, right? Like, it's blast resistant, and I'm thinking that if I shield it properly, or if I get the stuff away, maybe I'll trim a little bit more in order to do things a little bit safer. But another thing I was thinking about, and call me crazy, okay, but how much damage would a wither do down here? Like, how much destruction would it do? And that might help us. That's destruction in a good way, you know, like just coming down here and doing some mining for me. But I would definitely need some other hermits to be able to be with me to make sure that this doesn't go haywire. So I might recruit a couple of people to help out. That's something that I would consider doing. We would need to be able to kill it at an instant. I don't know if the wither regenerates right offhand. Like, if once the I guess the majority of the damage is done, let's say, in old school terminology, if you'd want to take advantage of a monster like that, what you'd probably do is get it down to one hit and then just wait for it to do whatever you wanted it to do so you can kill it quickly. In modded, that's a lot of things we do, like we'll duplicate monsters in with Mine Factory Reloaded to get some sort of advantage. Like, let's say something just drops a specific item. Even a boss monster at times with Mine Factory Reloaded, you can just duplicate. You get like what they call a safari ball, and it looks like a Pokemon ball. But anyway, you trap the monster in it, and you can trap it with a specific amount of hit points, like 1 hit left or 20 hit points or whatever. If it's a boss monster, you don't have to get it down to 1 naturally, but you get it pretty close to death, and you capture it, and you can spawn exact copies of it, meaning hit points and all, to where you can just milk them. So it's a pretty good strategy, and for this, I think using a monster like that in this instance would be pretty good too. So again, we would take a wither, we would bring it down almost all the way down in the health department. And then, as soon as it did enough damage that we were comfortable with, we would just finish it. So let's see here. We got this iron. We'll go to haste and haste 2, and we'll check it off. The beacon is working. It's sticking right out the ceiling. We still have access with our ladder. We could just jump on our beacon and get back to here. And as you can see, we have haste 2. So this will be insta-mine all the way now, and we can do a lot of damage here. I think what I'm going to do is trim up a little bit more of this and do some TNTing, but that'll probably be left for live stream. That's some pretty fun stuff to do with live stream. And and not so much for camera. And I feel pretty accomplished after this episode. We've done a whole bunch in terms of preparation, and I think the rest of it should be streamlined, at least for me to work off camera and stuff. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Thank y'all so much for watching, and as always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.